We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Pokemon Dungeons and Dragons. How's everyone doing
How are we
today?
all today? They're
Yeah, I'm
doing
doing all right.
great.
I mean, Lucius could quite possibly be doing dead.
Oh yeah. Well, it's already happened to him twice, so he should be fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
did dead. This is a doing dead.
Yeah.
I
Well,
see dead people.
skipping right to the recap.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of all this crap on my screen.
Henry is feeling like he's not contributed anything at the moment.
So our crew.
If anything, he's been a hindrance.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Our crew escaped Naginata after being pursued by the Royals with assistance from Botan after some combat in the sewers and being chased by a big bad gold B-Sharp. Or actually, you're calling them the Poniards, B-Sharp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the Poniards, B-Sharp and B-Sharp Poniard.
Big gold poniard.
Everything's a B sharp.
They went through a secret door that brought them to an underground cave to a strange sand slash with a endearing accent and an affinity for a certain RPG. And they set sail off into the ocean, and apparently their friend Audric, the Charmeleon, was actually working for this guy in order to use his ship to get somewhere. I don't think he told you where they're going yet.
Yeah.
But Botan also said this guy would help them regardless, so worked out either way.
Yeah.
And so they sailed out into the sea, and Lucius opened his note asking about a fire that apparently the two members of the Chaos Guild were a part of, Erebus and Nyx, the Meowsticks, and found out a traumatizing revelation where apparently 16 years ago he died due to a uncontrollable fire that hit a town called Cragstone. Also, his boss, Everest. I don't know what you'd call him.
Boss, tormentor, leader of the minds.
Yeah, had a daughter that was consumed by that same fire as well. But we go back to the ship, and Lucius, you're holding this note in your hands.
Okay, so, description time. Lucius right now is basically, first off, he's probably visibly trembling. He's probably, breathing rapidly, and almost out of instinct, Lucius is going to use his divine sense.
Okay. Yeah, you pretty much told me you were going to do this. But, okay, you use it, and your hotter, colder mechanic is pointing kind of... Let's go to the boat picture right now. Yeah, we have that. Yeah, we do this now. It's pointing in this direction directly on this fellow right here. It's also pointing you down to the hull, but you think of that for a moment, and then you remember you kind of saw a phantom go downstairs. But that's all you sense.
Okay.
And Mimikyu sees you, looking at him, and he kind of looks to his left and right, and he just kind of waves at you.
Okay. You didn't sense anything, Lucius, so that's... You know you're not... Oh, Arceus, Cernius, what's going on? How is this possible?
I'm gonna notice this. Can I notice it?
Yeah, you're standing right there, I guess. So you can
I said Lucius is visibly trembling, and
holding
he's
this note.
and he's probably
Alright,
like
I'm gonna go
breathing
walk up.
rapidly. So
I'm gonna walk up to him.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna be right beside him. Yes.
all right.
Lucius?
I can't. This can't be.
Lucius? Hey! Earth to Lucius.
But Rodney, it's just you.
You've been shaking for a little bit. What's the problem?
It's okay. So again, to sort of describe this, so right now Lucius's first instinct is to just say it's nothing, but then he sort of remembers how he promised. First off, he promised the statue of Amaterasu that he wouldn't push people away again, and he also promised his team that he'd be open with them. But since it's sort of difficult for him to actively explain what's happening, he shows Rodney the document specifically pointing to the highlighted section.
All right. You need me
What's
to.
this? I'm gonna ask, what's this as I take it?
You'll see.
So, just to tell you again, you see this list of, like, pretty much people who died in a fire, Rodney. And among that list, it says Lucius.
Lucius. Missing from fire. Aged 1.
Fire happened 16 years ago. I would have been 1 at the time.
The father and son of...
Mira.
Father and mother...
Aaron. That's my parents' name. That can't be. If that's true, then
I hand the paper back to them.
Botan warned me to destroy these after I was done looking them over. So Lucius still is shaking, but he manages to pull out paper, pencil, and writes down and jots down a bunch of notes of the fire.
Is it, like, literal, or is it kind of like cryptic little notes to just remind you?
How about after the stream, I'll write down basically sort of what his notes look like, and then I'll send them to you.
All right. Yep, that works.
Because yeah.
Jeez, Lucius. I don't know what to tell you. This could only mean one thing, that you were adopted.
It's certainly possible, but...
Possible? What else do you think it is? That you're somehow a magical woolly ghost?
No, I checked just to make sure. That's not it. It's just...
Does that be a bit ridiculous?
How would my parents have found... randomly after the original Lucius died, found a 1-year-old Buneary and managed to take him in just so suddenly? Or is my age a lie? Or what about me is a lie?
Lucius. Your parents were probably so traumatized that in order for them to have comfort, they probably took you in.
From where?
Well,
from how?
An adoption place, obviously. Don't you have any adoption places in Ironforge or wherever you were?
Not that I know of. Ironforge isn't a particularly large town.
Curious.
I don't know. I
wouldn't worry about it too much right now. Meanwhile, you've got some more important details to take care of, and I do mean you and the rest.
let's cut to Raffa now, just because she was opening her thing last, her note last stream before getting cut off. But
Wow.
Time to find out what's on the moon, guys.
okay, so that's what you're doing, right? You're just kind of opening it.
Yeah.
All right. It says, your question was a very puzzling one. I started with investigating lunar activity over the course of the last few months, and here's what it entailed. And it lists the moon apparently briefly changing colors just every so often. The colors that are noted here are red, yellow, blue, black. And the colors red match kind of when the... Oh, wait, no, you wouldn't know that. Never mind. Okay,
I know what we're talking about. Though.
yeah.
It was the day Phantom didn't go crazy.
After that, it says, as for actually getting to the moon, well, I'm no help there. But I know you can't breathe in outer space. You'd suffocate just before getting there. The only other option I can think of is to talk to Jirachi of the Expedition Society on the Water Continent. If anyone knows how to get a Pokemon to the moon, he should. Another problem arises from this, though. The Expedition Society is working with the law right now in light of all these heists going on, so I doubt you can get an audience with them just out of the blue. You need to somehow get their attention to set you apart from the hundreds of other Pokemon requiring them right now. And that's all it says. Anything you want to do with this information? You see Rodney and Lucius talking. Henry's just kind of standing next to you. Mimic you.
I am standing here. I am standing here. I'm looking. I'm looking over. I'm looking over the note.
Oh, you're just looking over it.
We're all just looking at the notes right now. This is kind of all simultaneous.
Well, Henry didn't get one because she just kind of told him his. So
Yeah.
So you're just reading over Raffa's shoulder.
Yes.
Henry's one of those guys.
He's like that guy from Hey Arnold.
Freaking idiot.
Now we'll go to the hall where Phantom is. So you maybe you want to be over by this table.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so what yours entails is...
I mean, Phantom has two of them.
Oh, yeah. So the first is all the names of those PIP agents she was talking about. Some of them you may know, some of them you might not, but it's what she promised and you got it. I could... There's
I'm
no
just
one...
curious, is Team Charm on the list?
It seems like they're affiliated with them, but they're not a part of them, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, is Ensensia on the list?
Yep, you see her there.
Figured.
Yeah. And your other one says, I was not able to locate your two missing team members, but I know the Mindfu Lee is at the south end of the grass continent. He went through a mystery dungeon trying to take a shortcut, but he got injured by the dangers of the mystery dungeon, and he was found and taken into a local town called Ginger. It's just called Ginger. And he's recuperating there. He's not seriously injured, but if you're looking for him, that's where he is.
Phantom notes that as a place to start.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do with this information?
Head back up top to talk to Alistair.
Okay. Ooh.
Ah,
Wowie woo.
Teleportation, yeah, Scooby-Doo wop wop wop.
All right, so you emerge from down there, and you see this. When you look up to there, you kind of like see Sora looking over the edge and kind of like, actually looking kind of like happy, looking at the ocean. But you see Alistair there at the helm of the ship, spinning the wheel, going da 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 da.
Oh, come on, that's not even the sailing theme.
You're making Quill nervous.
So you kind of approach him a little bit.
So, where were you planning on taking us exactly?
Oh, your friend, your mate Aldrich wants me to take you to what's that place? The Tree of Life, right? Right, buddy? Right, Aldrich? And you just see Aldrich down there going, yeah, buddy.
ah.
So what are kind of the relative positions of our current location, Ginger, and the island where the Tree of Life is?
Well,
Like, would we have to go way out of our way to get there?
no, actually, he'd be on the way, because he's kind of going around. Well, he tells you this. No, I'm just
Okay.
explaining. I don't want to. He's going around the grass continent.
I want to tell you exactly what our destination is in this accent.
He's going around, kind of going southeast, and then kind of around the grass continent, and then going over to the west. So you'd be at the.
Yeah, we got south, we got around the grass continent, we got east, then we.
We find our destination all the way land from down under.
The Perth accent.
Way
I
to-
hear you.
Getting all the way to where you going again? Going the water continent.
I come from a land down under.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was going to say, look, I've got some business to take care of on the grass continent. Would you mind dropping me off at the southern end?
Oh,
by
no
a town
problem,
called-
mate. On one condition, though.
And that is?
I haven't named my ship yet. And I want you to have the honor of naming it for me. It has to be only 10 characters or less, though.
I'm not good at coming up with names on the spot. I'll try to think of one, though.
Well, you have to come up with it right now.
Oh, is that how that works?
But save.
And then the dialogue box comes up.
What's up? And then Henry writes but save.
Or be that guy and, like, name it douche.
No. You can't name your ship that. You name your rival that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
The
you're telling me
SS
that.
Dick Bag. Oh god.
No, you name your ship Penn Island.
Are there any, like, noticeable features on the ship?
There's stains all over the ground. It doesn't look like it's a very well-kept ship.
The Coca-Cola cruiser.
That's not 10 characters or less.
Oh, we gotta start abbreviating.
It could call it Excalibut.
Excalibut? Excalibut? Wow, that's an awesome name, mate. You're good at
Oh
this.
no, is that going to stick?
Okay, we're calling this ship Excalibur. What are you doing? What are you
Everyone-
doing, Phantom?
We have a new name for our ship. It's called
no, it
Excalibur.
Excalibur? Oh, come on! Phantom! Phantom!
You know what? If there have to be any implications for a person speaking out of character and it being interpreted in universe, I'll take this over spilling the entire plan to the enemy.
See Raffa was sweating her eyes.
Again, I feel useless, and you know.
Seeing Raffa sweating in the corner.
Is that all you wanted from him? He seems to be very appreciative of the wondrous name you gave the ship.
Excalibur!
Yeah, that was all he was going to talk to Alistair about. You're really sure you want that name?
Yeah, it's a great name.
All right.
I've had this ship since I inherited it from my papa. I haven't named it, so you have the honor of it.
It's very important. It's great because it's named after my grandfather. My grandfather, Ronald Excalibur.
Fuck.
In that case, we should have named it the Uncle Jimmy.
Oh God, the Uncle Jimmy.
We should name it Xerenius.
Yes, Xerenius.
The
What
SS.
are we talking about? Xerenius here, hey.
The SS Zeredius.
Anyway,
Let's move on.
All right.
yeah, agreed.
All right, back to Lucius and Rodney if you wanted to finish off that convo off.
So by now, Lucius has snapped his fingers and burnt the classified information he got. He's keeping the paper and or at least the newspaper and the letter, but he did burn the classified documents.
Okay.
Well, Lucius, I didn't think I had to tell you this, but I made up my mind.
Made up what?
Over the course of this adventure, over the course of a couple of weeks, I was nothing more than a coward, right at the beginning in the Bruiser. And over these weeks, I'm trying to figure it out. Ad-libbing completely on the fly is horrible. But being on this adventure made me realize something. What I truly forgot what I went to adventuring to come here for. It was to help others, to be able to you know I'm getting at it, right, Lucius? I'm not good at talking.
Was to find your own path.
I made up my mind. I'm deciding that I'm going to make it up for the people that I've let down over the years. I'm going off on my own.
On your own?
Yeah, off on my own. With Phantom. I gotta make up to him somehow. To Willie Tough Guild. To my mother. I gotta, make ends meet before I come back on this adventure, So, I want you to have my orb. I pull out the dark orb.
All right. So he pulls out that purple orb he got in that dungeon in Naginata.
You sure
What?
you don't want to take it with you for safety?
I insist. You don't know if the apocalypse is going to happen next week or next month, and you don't have the tools to have it. So I insist, take it. Besides, fate seems to want us to bring us to one point in destination anyway, so I'll be back. Who knows?
Okay,
But right now, I got more important business to take care of. That starts with Phantom.
Okay, I understand the feeling at the very least. Like right now, I desperately want to go home, even though I know I can't.
Lucius, I just need you to be strong. You gotta be able to help your team out now, especially since you're gonna be the only sensible one of these clowns.
All right, I want to cut to another point now. All right.
Oh my!
All right. So, Rain.
Oh boy.
Hello, Ed boy. How's it going?
Okay, so Rain, you wake up in a dark cell. The last memory you have was exploring the proving grounds in the shaman village of Lucretia in the sky with your friends, being accosted by a clefable named Discord. And then the next thing you knew, you were hit in the back of the head by something, and you dropped that colorless orb on the ground. As you were kind of fading off, you grabbed a handkerchief hanging out of Henry's bag. And, in fact, you still have it.
Yeah.
The only item that wasn't taken from you. You have not seen your captors yet. But you're in a dark cell, and the bars of the cell appear to be electrified. And any attempt to touch them makes to be a painful mistake. Every morning, or what you assume to be, you wake up and there's a bowl of slightly rotting berries. You'd kill for something more fresh. This experience has been maddening for you. You think you've been here for a week, maybe 2, all with no interaction with another living being, sitting in stone cold silence. You maybe wondered if your friends were coming to save you, or if they'd given up. You don't know what to think at this point. But a few hours after waking up, you hear the sound of footsteps heading down the hall. That's some ASMR shit right there.
Oh boy.
Okay, you see 2 Meowstick. A male and a female. You remember meeting these 2 in the Grisidia jungle. You remember fighting them and them sealing Nocturne, the Meloetta, in a crystal, holding her for ransom. Their personality seemed a bit dry and just not there. They're not alone, though. They seem to be ushering along a Jolteon. This spiky Pokemon seems to have a good decade on you in terms of age. You see his eyes wander around the room as these Meowstick usher him along. Before putting him in a cell across from yours. As his eyes explore... no, you're not going. You're going in there.
Oh, by the way, Crow, the stream is paused for us.
Oh, it's paused? Oh, that's because
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Okay, where was I?
They put the Jolteon in.
Yeah. Yes, this Jolteon's eyes explore the area, and they finally meet yours. The Meowstick lock up his cell, almost in a synchronized robotic fashion, and begin going back down the hallway as their footsteps fade. Oh, that's so stupid. Okay. And that's where you stand right now, Rain.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Okay. Is the Jolteon doing anything other than like staring back?
He seems to like briefly. He seems to be looking around his cell.
I'm gonna do the same because
Okay.
I don't know if I've actually
Well,
explored the.
you've been here for about well, like I said, you don't really know, but I'll give you a investigation roll to maybe find something you haven't found here. How long you've been here?
Like a month.
I don't think it's been that long, but it has been a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a real long time in IRL, really.
How's it feel to be back?
It's only been a year.
Parser will be parser.
Yeah, there's some hay, I guess.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, how lucky. Ed comes back and I'm leaving.
You do have the kind of a red handkerchief, and you know that's from Henry. The Jolteon says to you, Rain, how did someone as young as you end up here?
I'm sorry, you cut out. What'd you say?
This Jolteon says to you, when he finally gets like a good look at you, he's like, how did someone as young as you end up here?
That is an excellent question.
Oh gosh, I missed Rain so much.
Do you...
Well, I remember getting hit on the head, dropping a thing, grabbing a thing, and then I was in here.
Do you remember which one it was?
Do I? Or did I not see?
Well, you would reckon it'd have something to do with that Clefable, but he was in front of you, so you think he has something to do with it, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe the Clefable, but he was in front of me, but
Discord.
maybe.
Well, I've got to get you out of here.
That would be nice. I've been in here for quite a while.
Quite a while? I can't
don't know
believe they'd
exact-
stoop this low. He says to you, I'm from a group called Abolition. We're a group of Pokemon to help maintain order in our world against those who would threaten it. Like the Chaos Guild here. I have to admit, I was a bit reckless when I thought I could take the two who brought me in here on. Needless to say, I didn't win that fight. But do you know anything about the Chaos Guild before they took you in here? Anything helps.
It's actually been.
Yeah.
You don't even know who they
Yeah,
are.
I know.
Probably not.
You don't even know.
I don't know who they are, do they?
No, you don't know who
no,
they are.
the
Yeah.
only thing, like, Erebus and Nyx are after some sort of rockin'
You
Nibelheim.
don't even know their names.
Well, yeah, you don't actually. Yeah, that's true. You don't. You know. Okay. You know that there are these two Meowstic that are after a rock from Niflheim. You know that they seem to think we have the capability of doing that.
Oh
And
my
you know that they plan on turning the entire world into one large mystery dungeon, and that's basically all you know about the Chaos Guild.
You want to just
my
forward
God,
that
it
info?
has been a while.
It's been like a year.
So I know that they're looking for a rock from this place called Niflheim.
The fairy tale
That's
place.
about it.
Okay, well, we're wasting time here. I've got to get you out. I can't believe Again, I can't believe they'd stoop as low to bring someone as young as you in here. But that's easier said than done. These bars are solid stone, and my tax can't do anything to them.
Hmm.
He tries giving it a tackle. He got a good roll, but yeah, you just kind of see it kind of like dust kind of fly off of them, off the bars. Yeah. Is there any holes in your cell?
I could look for it again, but I don't think I'll.
Yeah.
Not that I can see.
Could you kick through your bars?
The bars are electric on my end.
He says they're electric. He then he shoots a lightning bolt over there. He hits it. They're not electric anymore. He fires a lightning bolt and it just kind of like and then just kind of fizzles out.
I guess that overrode the system. That just overloaded all the power.
Well,
Imagine the punch of your
that
people.
helps.
Well, the punch of my people can't do that. I mean, well, it can, but not used by me. Because I'm not really a good specimen of my people.
Could you break through it now?
I can try.
Yeah.
Well, first I'm gonna try to just like open it.
It does not open. It's kind of locked.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it.
He says try to keep it down though. I know you're breaking down a door, but
I'm gonna try to attack it stealthily. Okay. It's been a while. Alright. Let's see. Let me look at this real quick. Oh, that does a lot more than I get a lot more of a bonus than I thought I did.
yeah.
That's what happens when you skip a whole bunch of levels.
That's yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. You definitely get it. So do damage.
Okay. That's 1d.
5. Okay, you feel like it's getting looser.
Okay,
And with your good roll, I'll say you did that pretty quietly. Just your crazy monk stuff where you just did like the 1-inch punch.
I'm gonna go for it again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's a little not as quiet as last time, but it still passes. Oh, and that's the perfect amount. So then it just gets loose and then falls over, but you kind of grab it and you kind of lower it down, and you're out. And he says, "Good job."
All right, I'm gonna try to see if I can't get him out now.
All right. So you're just gonna do the same thing.
Is there like an obvious lock?
There's kind of a lock that you saw the Meowth stick kind of lock him in there with.
I'm gonna try. Actually, is there like any sticks nearby?
Oh yeah, sure. There's maybe just a stick that was in your hay pile that you're sleeping on.
I'm gonna try to pick the lock with the stick.
Okay, do that with disadvantage.
Dick a lock.
Totally fair. Okay, I've never picked a lock before. What do I do?
I think it's just your dexterity.
It'd be dexterity. If you had proficiency with lockpicking tools, then it'd be dexterity plus proficiency. But
Yeah, I don't
since
think
you don't. Yeah, so it'd just be dexterity, which for you is actually still pretty good, but disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah. So just do it again, and then. Okay, yeah. Somehow you remember watching Rodney do this, and you're like, "Hey, I can do this. I'm gonna do it with a stick." And you open his door.
I have no idea how
That
I did
is
that.
definitely not how that works.
And,
I have no idea how I did this, but it worked.
He kind of looks at you wide-eyed, like you can tell he's kind of impressed by that. But
I look at him with the same wide-eyed face.
How the hell did you accomplish that?
This is amazing.
he got for the rolls. Let's just tell since we're on map right now, he got a 16 and a 21. So, but he says, "Well, good job. My name is Topaz, by the way. What's your name?"
Rain.
Well, nice to meet you, Rain. I don't know where they took me, but this place seems to be their hideout. The strangest thing about it is it seems to have the property of a mystery dungeon, so we're cut off from the outside world as long as we're in here. If we can get out of here, another member of Abolition can save us. She's not much of a fighter, but she can hone in our location and get us to safety. Well, assuming she's awake. But I vaguely remember the way they took me, though.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
All right. So are you gonna lead the way, or I guess, or kind of just walk behind them, or?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm also feeling that about, so I would suggest doing the other group for a second.
All right. Yeah. Cut back. Wrong one. We're back on the boat. Let's say it's about after it's about like kind of midday right now. Alistair tells you, Phantom, that at around like nightfall, or a little past nightfall, kind of like into midnight, he can get you to pretty close to Ginger.
Phantom nods in acknowledgement.
All right. Sora's kind of like moved here, and he's looking over the bow of the ship. Audric's kind of actually, it's kind of nighttime right now, let's say, actually. Now that I think about it. If we're doing this rain stuff. Okay.
So we'll be close to the Ginger Island.
Yeah, still like a few hours away, though. Audric is just kind of, he's over just kind of laying down, and he's looking up in the sky, like as if he's looking for something. Not like kind of intently trying to find like assassins or anything. He's just kind of looks like he's looking up in the sky like he's trying to find something. Mimikyu, you don't see him. You think he went down to the hall. That's the last place you saw him. Wherever you guys want to be, you could be.
I think I should tell the same thing to the other group too. To the rest of the group.
All right. Do you just
Gonna have our group powwow? What did you learn from your letter? Well, I learned this.
You're just gonna have your group meeting here? Or...
I learned that the moon is made out of the primary colors and all the colors.
We're gonna talk about Raffa's letter.
Okay.
Somebody screwed up when they coded in the moon's palette.
Yeah, the The moon had a few glitches. Those were patched up.
Red moon. Blue moon, yellow moon. Would I be able to recognize the red moon from the Bruiser?
Yeah, you realize it's the same date.
Good heavens. The dates match up from when the Bruiser was capsized. The red moon happened.
Yeah!
Wait, what?
A red
That
moon
was
happened the same day that the
was the same
Bruiser
day
was
I was almost
capsized.
impaled.
Phantom, a red moon occurred the same day that the Bruiser was capsized and we had to escape. By you, of course.
Wait, that reminds me, Phantom, how did you manage to escape? Did you manage to find your way to the lifeboat, or what happened?
I actually don't know.
Come to think of it.
Well, you guys told me your share of crazy stuff that went on. I somehow wound up in a parallel universe.
In a parallel universe?
Yeah. Long story. I don't know how I got there.
And you somehow made your way back then. I assume the answer is no, but did anyone else end up there with you?
A couple of, probably is old news now, a couple of my crew, my co-conspirators, if you will, ended up there with me.
And nobody else?
As far as I'm aware, no.
Come to think of it, as far as we know, we're the only ones who escaped that boat. Well, escaped with a lifeboat, but still.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me. I wish I could have heard of more managing to get off, but I suppose some is better than nothing.
So, Phantom, after this, what do you plan on doing?
Well, I found out where one of my missing team members went. And I'm going to go find him, and hopefully, with his help, we can track down everybody else.
Well, it might be a little too late now, but I decided I'm going to go with you.
You're taking
Wait,
your orb with
what?
you, right?
No, I'm leaving the Orb of Lucius.
Why would you leave it? If we take all the orbs there, we're playing right into the Chaos Guild's hands.
Look, I don't know if the Apocalypse is going to happen next week or next month, but I gotta make amends before we tackle this thing.
All the more reason to give us more time.
I'm positive.
And what it sounds like... Look, I
Besides,
still don't entirely get what you guys are doing here, but it sounds pretty important.
I know, which is why I gotta make amends to everyone I've ever hurt. Now,
Come
while I
on,
still
Cat,
can.
Cat, why do you have to leave?
It's Rodney's decision. It's Roland's decision. He has every right to choose whether he wants to leave or not. We can't force him to stay with us.
That is true. It's going to be very different with the...
This entire trip has reminded me a whole long time what a rescue team member was being about. And for that, I'm gonna make up for it. I'm sorry, but I feel like this is the right thing to do.
Well, if you're sure.
Phantom, I need to at least make it up to you just this one time. After what happened, of course.
Right.
If you two are going, would you two mind doing me a favor?
What's that?
I want you if you guys are exploring around the hi Sora.
Ah,
If you guys are going around the grass continent, if you can find some sort of grave site or graveyard or something like that of a town called Craigstone, and if you can, well, Rodney, I'm sure you could probably guess what I'm asking you to look for. That'd be great.
Obituary records? You have it. You got it. Before I forget, is there anything else that you need from me before we have to get off?
Let's see. I mean, I can't ask you to.
I'll explain what's in my inventory.
We could take a group picture and make Team Charm jealous.
You know what? I like the sound of that.
What?
Phantom's like, no.
Besides, I'm not sure if most of my other tools are any use to you anyway, but...
Yeah, your lockpicks and your gloves aren't going to be useful to that. So I imagine you don't really want to give us your removable rod or anything, and I can't ask you to give us any of your money either, so...
I can afford to splurge a little bit. But anyway, let's all take a selfie together.
What?
Did I just say selfie unironically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's all take a self-portrait together.
Selfies with my besties.
I'm
I'm gonna hold the picto far out as I can while
Yeah.
looking at it.
Hey, mate,
I'm gonna
what are you doing down there? With that little
Taking
box?
Taking a picto for old time's sake.
What's that?
It's a long story.
Tell you later.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do this. One
guess.
group up.
Yes, absolutely.
I can't tell about the definition size.
Yeah, I guess.
So you'd have to like just if you wanted everyone in it, well, it's kind of weird because it's not like a cell phone. It's actually like a big like old camera. So
Actually, it's kind of hard to hold it like this. Someone needs to take it out of my hands for us to be in this.
oh, can I be in it?
Sure.
I said to take my hands off.
I suppose if you want to be, sure.
All right, mate.
Hey.
I can't reach the button.
Hey. Let me help you with this cat. Okay. Okay. Well, how does the picto box work by, just look through this, you press that button, right?
Yeah, you just aim it and push a button, but it's quite a cumbersome.
I was
device.
asking Rodney that in character.
Oh, sorry.
You press a button and it just works. I don't know how. It was a present from a professor.
Okay. So, get lined up over there. Okay.
Okay.
I am so confused right
how
now.
this will work? You see, Audric,
Yeah.
I will need to have you, once we are in a suitable group position, for you to press the button on this big box over here.
He kind of like looks at it, says, "Okay."
It is a picto box made to take these things called pictos. They are like They're like paintings, but of what is directly in front of that lens on the box.
I'm gonna want that back.
Interesting.
Yes. So I will. So with that that's settled. Let us get into a suitable group position.
Are you getting involved in this, Phantom?
Sure, he'll be in the picture.
Yeah, you just gonna listen to him.
Gotta get Sora here too, yo.
Sora.
He went down into the
Sora is
hole.
a big part of this.
I mean, there's a hole in the hole.
Yeah,
so.
you could see. Yeah, I guess you could see him down there.
That's Henry's cue.
Yeah.
All right, anyone who wants to be in the picture.
Sora,
What?
get up here.
What's happening?
We're taking a picture.
Oh.
Mimikyu! Mimikyu!
God, they keep rotating. I don't want to rotate them. he kind of scampers up.
No.
Or no, he went over here, so he's right here, yeah. I guess he's seen how this thing works, and Alistair's gonna stand right there.
All right, on the count of 3.
Audric's kind of like he's getting the hang of he's getting the hang of it, and he's actually getting everyone in frame. Realizing what you want to do. And
all right.
I guess he has to make an attack roll.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, this is actually kind of funny. He kind of got middle of the road, but when it pops out, it seems everyone is in the shot except Alistair. You could just maybe see like a little bit of his boomerang, but yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yes, great, amazing.
He actually says to you, I actually think it turned out nice.
Wonderful.
I mean, it could have turned
By
out.
the way, Phantom just has this really skeptical expression on his face in the picture.
Yeah, he kind of shows it to you. And then he
Wonderful. Dare I say, fantastic.
Don't you ever do that again.
He kind of gives it.
Sorry.
Audric gives you your box back, Rodney, and then he kind of just.
Thank you.
He goes back to just like looking up at the sky.
Thank you. Keep it as a memento, people.
He looks at it. It's like, oh, it missed me. Oh, that's a shame.
Got your boomerang though.
Oh yeah, got my trusty boot. You've got to see this thing in combat, mate. It's truly a sight to behold.
Hope you keep that as a memento, people. For after tonight, me and Phantom will be out of here. Best of luck on your future endeavors.
I will keep this dear. I will have this within my bag of tricks.
I don't know if we can get it back out of there.
The bag of tricks is inert at the moment.
Henry, that might have been the first time you actually cared about me ever.
Be right back.
Listen, it may seem like I haven't cared about you. It may seem like that. I kept calling you cats, kept insulting you. But deep down, deep down, I respect you, and wanted you to grow more of a backbone. Your cowardice was getting in the way, it seemed to me, at least.
Well, you got what you wanted.
I wish you luck on your travels,
Thanks.
Roland.
Appreciate the same thing, Henry. Raffa, Lucius, Sora, Mimikyu.
Look, I was actually going to say this specifically to Rodney, but Roland. I don't know exactly what it is you guys are doing, but it sounds like it's got some pretty significant implications. Just be careful about what you say and who you trust, alright?
Yes, always be careful about what you say and who you trust. Especially you, Raffa and Henry. I'm serious. Dead serious.
Yes, I'm aware. When are you not serious, Cat?
I'm always serious.
And don't call me Shirley.
Gee, if only Rain was here to see this right now.
Yes, if only Rain was here.
That's your cue.
No, not yet.
Okay, fine.
We keep going.
Unless you guys have anything else you want to do, I'm probably gonna turn in for the night.
I gotta get ready to get off this boat.
I will have my well-deserved beauty sleep after that horrible dungeon we went through.
I'm sure that we'll meet again someday. Might not be
Hopefully.
tomorrow, or next week, or next month. But if Phantom can just show up right out of the blue, then who knows? Maybe I can too.
Yes. And maybe when we meet next, I will be an Electabuzz and look very terrifying. I do not want to evolve.
Well,
All right, Rodney, it's been fun. Hopefully we can see each other again. But for now, bye.
Lucius, I think I'm gonna miss you most of all. And I'm just gonna give Lucius a hug right then and there.
Thanks. I think I needed that.
It's appreciated. It's appreciated.
I hope you know, Lucius, this means that you're the next one to help me when I'm climbing a cliff.
When you are climbing a cliff, I will give you bardic inspiration.
Yeah, well.
Well, that's about enough out of me, so anyone else, it's just...
Yeah, well, we'll have to figure things out once we end up going through whatever it is we're next going through. We'll have to see what we can do.
Well, hopefully the next
Take
time
care,
we meet,
you guys. I know you can do it.
we'll just save the world for you while you go and save a few of the Phantom buddies.
Heck, I hope that when we get back together again, we will save the world together.
Kind of tall order, but that's apparently in charge of for some reason.
Lucius, if anything from that dream the other night has convinced us of anything, is that we're both tied together by fate.
Yeah, I suppose.
So, I'll come back. I have to come back.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Yep. Soon as we get to Ginger, though.
I'll call him.
All right, Sora, are you ready for your next dueling session?
Sure, I can't. You see a cannonball fly overhead.
Oh, what now?
Oh! Enemies on port bow! You see a few ships bearing the flag of Naginata.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Imperial ships!
Oh, with
no!
this? And here I thought I was going to have a peaceful getaway.
Of course they would
All
keep
right,
chasing
it's
us.
it's the final time we can say this. Roll for initiative, boys!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
I hate you so much.
It's just like in the Wind Waker Smash map. You're about to win, and then kablamo!
I'm gonna say, by the way, that Lucius, in the time that we've had downtime, he's put on his.
Lucius, Henry.
Oh,
Wow, that's a pretty bad advantage.
11, so you go after Phantom. So then it's Raffa, Rodney, Phantom. Is that everyone? Yeah, and then NPCs. They get a 5.
What are the odds?
And enemies get that. And the ship gets that. That works, I guess. All right, Lucius. You see the ship bearing the Naginata banner coming towards you.
Okay.
I don't know what you could really do in your current state, but
I was just about to ask, how far is it away?
you think it's about 80 feet away.
80
Oh.
feet.
Interesting.
Anyone got a spell that goes 80 feet by chance?
Well, you say that, but since it's been night and morning, I have a Scorching Ray back. So, I suppose I'm going to throw Scorching Ray at the enemy ship.
You're
Try
just,
and...
aiming at the ship, like
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I assume Lucius has nothing... Like, can I maybe make some check to see where he might want to hit it?
Yeah, but it's at disadvantage, and it's gonna get covered just because it's pretty far away for you to like.
Wait, the ship itself?
You're shooting the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty far away, and you're aiming at a. If you're gonna aim at a particular spot, then it's gonna be at.
Oh, so if I'm just aiming at the ship in general,
Yeah, it'll be
whatever. If I'm aiming at a specific spot, then it's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Lucius probably doesn't know anything about ships in general, so he's probably just going to fire at whatever.
All right, so make an attack roll.
Okay, let me remember what his spell tech is. Because he's got that thing. Okay. Thank you!
Womp womp.
Thank you, Parser.
That's still not good enough.
Hitting a ship is this difficult?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an 80-feet away ship.
Well, that doesn't matter since the spell's range is 120 feet.
Yeah, okay, that's good, though. 18. Do damage?
Okay. Damage is... I think it's like 2d6. Yeah, 2d6.
9 damage. Alright.
9 fire damage.
Yep. Let me just record that. Alright. Yeah, you hit it. You can't really see what you did to it, but you hit it with one of them at least.
Oh my gosh, my rolls were suckish.
Okay, let's go over to Henry.
Well, it looks like your fire blast was well used.
You notice these two things on the back of the ship. Let me switch to
Oh, we have ballista?
They have ballista. Oh, we have ballistas this whole time. Really? We had this whole thing with a ballista. Oh, okay, fine.
Well, I mean, ballistas are probably going to... Well, Dex is pretty... Actually, I don't know whether ballistas attack or dex, or strength or dex.
I don't know. Either way, I gotta go get to the thing and start shooting back.
Yeah, you go do that because my strength is you know. But however, I will move to the ballista. I will move to one of the ballistas, and I will check to see like what kind of roll it is. Honestly.
Okay, you could make it all the way there, but you can't really do an action or anything. So, but I'll let you like look at it, and it would be a dex roll.
Ah, well, seems that this seems like I can use this. That we could use these ballistas. I was checking if these were functional.
Oh yeah, they all might. Haven't used them in a while.
Well, probably gonna have to dust them off. Let's see if there's something in my hat.
All right. Well, I got that the dex band, so let's
Yeah,
do
I
it.
have pretty good decks too. That's why.
Oh, double threes.
Oh,
Double three.
that means something really good happens.
33.
Let's see. I lost my homebrew thing. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you reach in and you pull out this you pull out this powder. And you remember this powder caused fireworks last time, and you have a feeling this powder will be way more devastating at whatever you throw it at.
Oh yes, I will coat the rounds of this ballista with it.
Oh man.
I am going to do this!
Well, that's on your next turn, since you used your dash to get here, so yeah.
Yes,
We make our
dashed
own
over.
cannons here.
That's when you see, are we on? 4 Pokemon start flying from the ship over here.
Man. A brevet, or not a brevet. What is that thing?
The stream paused again, by the way.
Oh, let me do that. You got these guys.
I forget their name.
Mandabuzz.
Mandabuzz.
Unova scum.
It seemed they used all their kind of movement just to get here, so they're not really doing anything. But they look like they want to fight.
All right. Well, I'm a melee guy, so
And
I'm still gonna go for the ballista.
They're flying in the air too, so you can't really reach them. They're about 30 feet up. Let's go next to Raffa. Speaking of you, it's your turn.
All right, time to get to the other ballista.
You'd have to use all your movement to get there.
So you'd have to action surge if you wanted to do anything.
Yeah.
Then now the question is, should I action surge?
Yeah, it's your choice.
Sure, why not? We'll shoot the one next to me with an action surge.
All right, so you're not really proficient with this thing, but you could use your dex to shoot it.
I'm like, all right, it's time to go see if the super dex is worth what it claims to be.
Oh wait, I should also point out you need an action to load it.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
then I'm just loading it.
If that changes your... Okay, you're just gonna... Yeah, so you can shoot it next turn. The bolts for it are all in here. You just kind of see them. So do you still want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we'll be sleeping after this, considering that was the plan. We're like, let's go to Kabam.
Yeah, alright. So, let's go to... who's next? Rodney. Your emotional leave was interrupted by these guys.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Well, now what am I gonna do?
They ruined the moment.
So what do we have on the boat right now?
Well, you see Alistair up there looking like getting his trusty boomerang ready. You see Audric was rudely awoken by these cannon fire and mandibuzz. Henry ran over to here to perhaps use it, but he pulled some powder out of his hat. You hope it's not that kind of powder you're thinking of. Raffa did the same thing. And your just shipmates are standing by you. There's a sail above here, up these pillars here.
Dear Lord. Okay. So what am I gonna do with these? Those vulture thingies are airborne.
Yeah, they're about 30 feet in the air.
I am gonna... Is it possible to go up the pole and climb?
Yeah.
You have a climbing speed, so yeah.
Yeah. Which one though?
The one south.
All right.
You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
Oh no.
If you dash, you can get kind of up there. If you don't use a dash, or wait, you have cunning action, so you can cunning action dash and get up there. So you're up the mast.
I can use cunning action as to get up there.
Yeah, and you still have an action.
And so far, I'm gonna do nothing.
You're just gonna stand on there, kind of.
Well, I have an idea of what they're probably going to do, but
from your vantage point.
How high is it up there? I almost forgot to ask.
You're about, well, you made it about 25 feet up with your movement, and you're kind of, you have a foothold on this sail, so.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
All right, we'll go to, oh, Phantom. I thought that was like Fampy. Like, there's a Fampy in the...
Who's Fampy?
All right.
Oh,
So Phantom is going to use his free action to tell Lucius, Lucius, aim for the sails. And then he's going to use... He's going to run up kind of behind Henry and Raffa.
All right. You cutting action because you...
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
And then he's going to take the dodge action.
All right. And that's it?
That's it.
Okay, NPCs. Alistair's gonna immediately just haul it over here. Right there. He's like, get a load of my trusty boomerang! Got a 19. And only does like a d4. Oh, and he got max damage. So he hits one of these mandibuzz.
That's what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember, they're dark flying types.
Yeah, they are.
And yeah, he got max damage, so that activates his boomerang special ability, where it just gets another one. So
in Japan, they're called Volgina.
yeah, I know. I had a good laugh
more
about
accurate.
that. Yeah, he did 12 damage to this thing, but he seems like really disappointed. He says, I was supposed to hit all of them. What's going on? We'll go to Mimikyu, who's gonna go, and just hide in here. Sora will, I think he's gonna try and, he's not gonna flee, but he's gonna try and help. So, he's gonna bardically inspire you, Rodney.
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah, so you get a die 6, I believe.
That's another die 6 to the collection.
Yeah. Well, no, if you had it from before, then it's gone. You just have it again, because it only lasts like an hour or something.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, have we recovered all our health then?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anyone else? No other NPCs, I don't think. Ship is gonna fire another cannonball at you. It hits. So how do we determine if it hits someone? I'll tell you what, I'll roll again for everyone.
Oh, like you can get a direct hit on someone.
Yeah. Well, lucky for you, it hit no one. Okay, so it just hits the side of your ship. The Excalibur takes some damage. I'll give you a big, nice X here to signify that. Where are my drawing tools? I can't find them! Is this it?
Dear.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, I've got everything under control. I'm a professional. This got hit. Just takes off the railing, just a big chunk of the ship.
Oh man, it's just like Battleship. If we go on for 40 turns, we run out of spaces.
We
Finish wraps.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Okay, we go back to Lucius.
Did I just say that unmuted? Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh, God.
Okay. Well, I was to go for sales. Flame their sails with his magical ring.
What was that? You roboted on us.
Oh my gosh, why? Lucius is going to go for their sails with fire, and he's going to basically light their sails on fire.
Okay, it doesn't seem to be engaging you. It seems to be just kind of keeping us. So it's the same distance right now. They're not like matching your. They're matching your speed. It seems. So you gonna run to the back and try to get closer,
I'm back.
or are you gonna? Where are you going? And basically asking.
Let me look over the map and think. Let's see. My movement. I can. I can go. I suppose I will get closer, but not so far away that not to the point. Like, I'm going to use my action to light the fire, so I'm going to get closer, but as much as my normal.
Okay.
Allow me.
15, 20, 25, 30. So you can get to like about here, I'll say.
Okay. And then I shall hope that Dice Parser decides to be nicer to me.
I mean, I would call
19.
that nicer.
You're aiming for the sails, right?
Yeah.
Then disadvantage still.
Their sails aren't large enough.
No, well, there's no called shots in in
I'm
5e.
assuming
18.
Okay, yeah, you hit the sails. They're on fire. You can't really see what's going on over there, but yeah, you can see their sails have caught ablaze.
Okay, and yeah, that is all Lucius is gonna do.
Alright. Then we go to Raffa, I think it is? No, it's Henry.
Did you say there were 3 ships, or is there only one?
There's only one.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Is Henry... did he go away?
I'm going to shoot the mandibus that is right next to me.
With the ballista?
This might be a death sentence.
Yeah, with the ballista with the explosive powder on it.
So he has to actually.
I kind of already did put the explosive powder on.
Yeah, you have to load it with an action, so you can't really fire it this turn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Come on.
Unless someone does it for you. Well, no one did it for you, so yeah.
Well, I thought of something.
What?
There is a ballista currently in use. That has.
Oh yeah, the Raffa's is loaded, but it doesn't have your magical powder on it.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was going to put. Well, I thought he was putting it on the bolt with the assumption that there was a bolt on it.
Oh no, the bolts are all in that little container next to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the ballista bolts, they're like in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you load them in, and then you gotta fire them. That's how it works. That's how you.
Now he is close enough to use superiority dice. Yeah,
Assuming he is next to you, he can do that.
he kind of is next to me.
He has to be like that, or that, or that.
So he has to be within arm's reach.
Yeah, he has to be in 5 feet of you.
Oof. Not 5 feet between.
There's more than 5 feet between us.
All right. Well, I guess you can't turbo boost your shots.
Well, he can if he goes next to you and steals your shot.
That, or I load it in, then I go over to Raffa, use the rest of the powder on one of her bolts.
There's one loaded in there, so you could use it on that bolt that she has in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah, that's just sprinkling powder, so I'll say that's a free action.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I have enough for like, I would say since it's 2 3s, that would be enough for like 4 bolts.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. Yeah. Okay. So Henry sprinkles some magic dust all over your bolt, Raffa. Seems to be like glowing now. Hit the enemy weak spot. Rodney, are you here? No,
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
All right, so you are up on this the sail with your superior vantage point.
Okay, so aside from the vultures, do I have a better advantage of what the ships look like now?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you could see it. You could see there's a bunch of those poniards. You could make them out. There's poniards above it. You don't see Goldie. They seem to be all freaking out because their sail is on fire. You see that they kind of abandoned their cannon, so you don't think it's gonna be.
Dear.
You don't. Think
I didn't realize a fireball was going to do that much damage.
You don't think they're gonna be firing on you this turn?
Right.
Huh.
That just leaves the vultures, which are above water.
Yeah.
Well, frankly, this is unexpected. I don't know what to do.
You could hold an action if that helps you any. Like you'd say, when this happens, I'll do this.
Oh yeah, since you were up there in anticipation that one of them can
All right, you know what?
hold your action and say if one of them.
If one of them moves to the ship, they move a little bit onto the ship, so I can land on solid ground.
Yeah.
I'll take that leap.
All right, you'll just like leap onto them, on one of them or something if they come under you.
Yep.
All right, gotcha. Phantom, it's your turn. There is a loaded ballista on the east side. There's a loaded one on the west side with magical powder that Henry and Raffa seem to be manning together. Lucius set their sails on fire over there, and there's 4 mandibas hovering above you.
Alright. I think I'm. So there's an unmanned but loaded ballista, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, unmanned, loaded, has the powder.
Yeah.
Okay. Phantom has no idea what that powder is.
No, you don't. I don't think anyone really knows what it is, except
It's sparkly.
But it's a
Well,
ballista.
I'm going. Hopefully, it doesn't have a 30-foot blast radius.
Yeah, might have to leave the bird catching to Rodney and just keep firing on the ship with our makeshift cannons.
Can I tell if the fire on the sails is spreading?
It looks like it, but it also looks like... Well, no, you don't know that. Yeah, you can just tell it's spreading.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the unoccupied ballista and try to shoot down the closest mandibuzz with it.
The one right here?
Yes.
Okay. Make an attack roll just using your dexterity. And I'll tell the chat
Oof.
what this is. 8.
Ugh.
Oh no.
What did you do?
Actually, this is okay. So you see the bolt fly off. It misses the mandibuzz, but what you see in the air, it just like blows up with this gigantic radius of fire, just letting off like fireworks and stuff.
All right.
Would I have blown my... Does the explosion look like it was big enough that I would have blown myself up if I hit?
Yeah, definitely, and probably a huge chunk of the ship.
Okay, probably for the best.
Did the explosion encompass them, or did it completely...
No, the ship is like directly behind you, and that shot off to the southeast.
All right, Lucius. Now's your time to intimidate them. Be like, "That will be your face."
It's not even my
And
turn.
then you hear Alistair say, "Oh, I didn't know they could do that." How much MP does that require?
Well, I'm not sure how much MP. I'm not sure how much MP it is to use my hat, really.
I'm going to use my...
You can use it 1 in 400
I can use my cutting action to dodge, right?
No.
Especially because there's a random number.
You can use your cunning action to help, but you do not get the dodge.
Okay. Was their ballista covered in explosive powder too?
You saw,
Yeah.
Assuming you've put together Henry's powders, the thing that did this, yes, theirs is covered in the stuff too. He seems to have a bit more in his hands.
Okay. I think helping them would be a really bad idea because the last thing we want is advantage on an attack that could cause us to explode.
I mean, unless we hit the other ship.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the help action on... I can't remember the initiative order.
I'll tell you. It's Lucius, Henry, the Mandibuzz, Raffa, Rodney, you, the NPCs, and their ship.
Okay,
So-
I'm going to use the help action on Henry, and I'm going to use my bonus action to say, go for the ship, do not hit the Mandibuzz.
That would be a free action, technically, but...
Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant to say, sorry.
Yeah, actually, I
So, yeah.
saw that. I saw you use the ballista. That was... Wow. I saw you do that. You think I'm blind?
We'll go to NPCs, and Alistair's gonna give another go at this Mandibuzz. Oh, he misses. Oh no! These horrible boomerangs are inaccurate.
supposed to use Starburst Throw, dummy.
Audric is gonna go up and use his flame breath on this thing. Or wait, they're 30 feet up. I don't think he can reach. Yeah, he can't reach.
Really, his breath doesn't go 30 feet.
Let me check. I know it's a cone, but let me check. Double check here.
I'm pretty like most breaths go 30 feet.
I think it's only 15. That's why I want to check here.
Oh.
Oh, nope, 30 feet. It'll hit.
I thought so.
So they make a saving throw, I believe.
Dex, probably.
Yeah. They fail. He fails. And what is it? 3d6 or something like, or 4d6. Wow. 6, 1, so 7, 5, so 12, and 3, so 15. 15 fire damage to this Mandibuzz that Alistair already hit. That'll bring it to that. All right. Yeah. Oh wait. Sora looks confused, and he is going to. What's he want to do? Oh, okay. He's gonna make his way over here. Lucius is in the way, so he can't get any farther. Is there any other NPCs? Nope. Mimikyu went down there.
Hey, now, my name is not in the way. It's Lucius.
The ship does not fire at you this turn. Lucius, let's go back to you. But it seems like they've put out the flames.
Okay, so I got one of two choices. Start pelting away at the Mandibuzz, or I can set the ship on fire again. And you know what? I think I'm gonna. I hate it because I know my. Well, then again, this attack roll will probably be better. I'm going to. First things first, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Divine Favor, which gives me a D4 of radiant damage to my weapons.
Okay.
And I'm going to first chuck my Captain America shield at the one that Audric.
Wait, I think I skipped their turn.
I've already.
Did I?
Gosh darn it!
Yeah, I did.
Well, I probably can't say. I guess they did something then.
Yeah, let's. They technically would have gone before Sora, Raffa, Rodney. Yeah, so they're gonna attack. Let's just say they're gonna attack Phantom. Miss. Well, miss. Let's attack Lucius. I think
I'm back in my actual armor now.
Yeah. Okay. So does a 17 hit?
My AC is 17 exactly.
Okay, so both hit you.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Darn it.
1 does 7.
7.
And the other does 8 slashing damage.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. This one's gonna go after Alistair. And I see, this is funny because then Rodney's thing would have triggered.
Yeah, this is where that problem was.
Yeah. So I'll just let Rodney do his thing against this guy then.
Here we go.
Wait, he's just gonna attack Alistair. Misses. All right, so yeah, Rodney, do your thing. So just make an attack roll.
I'm gonna try to land on this thing and give him a good wallop. What kind of attack roll should I do?
It's same as
just your whatever weapon you have.
Yeah.
Silver Spike.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
What did he get?
22.
Okay, not a crit. Oh. All right, so yeah, you hit. So you are
Well-
on its back. I'll let you do silver spike damage to it too.
Okay.
I mean, that's what he's doing, and then sneak attack.
Yeah.
It's 3d6, yeah?
Yeah. It is.
Wait, no. Is it? No, it is die 6. 3 die 6.
Yeah. 22.
22 damage. Okay, so yeah, you do enough to... You jump on its back, and then you stick the spike in it. It just goes... Ah! Just gets pinned down and fainted on your boat.
I flew 25 feet.
But it kind of broke your fall, too, since you're kind of on top of it. So it took the
Nailed it this time.
It took the bludgeoning damage, too, I guess.
Nailed it this time. Nailed it, nailed it, nailed it.
So we'll just leave him here. He's not... Here, let's rotate him.
Oh, so now you have...
Okay, so now this one I'm gonna say just attacks Henry, because he was there. Does a... What is that? 14 hit you, Henry?
A 14. Well, considering my current armor class, let's see, 16. So.
Oh yeah, you're good. He doesn't hit you. Just you just
Yeah.
shoo him away. Just bitch please him. But he is kind of like in your grill now, so.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know what to do.
Actually-
You know what I'm going to do.
Actually-
Every episode I do this.
Actually, he seems to suss out you're not really a martial fighter, so he's gonna try and fly away, but you get to take an opportunity attack.
Hey, Raffa, you heard the fox. Aim for the ship. I'll deal with...
Okay, you get your punch
deal
of the
with
people,
Volcano
and
over here.
you get the punch of people, and you can add superiority dice to.
That's true. So if it misses, you can just keep throwing superiority dice.
Well, you can't keep throwing because you don't have an unlimited amount of them. But
Well, he has like 4.
Yeah. All right, so
make an attack roll.
You know that's just a straight D20, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you could add superiority dice to it if you so wish.
Yeah, I think it's D6 superiority dice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind. I
Is
thought
it-
so. You add 6 to it. So
Yeah.
D6.
A D6.
Yeah, you roll D6
Yeah,
and then you.
ignore the nat 20 that
Yeah.
D8.
Yeah, that's
They're 8.
the saddest detail. Let's let the stream see this. This
This is the saddest nat
D20
20
that does not matter.
It is a look at that nat 20. That was a nat 20 that did nothing.
Wait,
Add 5 on